We're going to go down to SMU, Dean Ralsky.
And to help us to break down SMU, we have Dean Ralsky.
I am Billy Embody. With me is Dean Ralsky.
And joining me now to get an insider look at the SMU Mustangs, it's Dean Ralsky.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the After Stang Show live from Stanford Stadium here in Palo Alto, California. I'm Dean Ralsky. It's a solo show tonight.
You probably couldn't have written a better script if you're SMU, could you?
No, it's been an excellent start to SMU's tenure in the ACC, and I would also say it's absolutely flown by. July 1st feels like yesterday, but the Mustangs have hit the ground running since joining the ACC, as you guys know, 4-0 in conference play.
As you gear up for the postseason, how much are you able to integrate or reintegrate guys that have maybe been redshirted this year, or been out for a long time due to injury?
Good question.
I guess my big question is, what's the big offensive difference that Lashley has brought to the Mustangs?
Well, in his first 2 years, it was a similar system with Sonny Dykes, that sort of air raid, spread the field, vertical passing attack. And this year, Coach Lashley's had to switch his game plan a little bit to fit the talent and personnel that he has on offense.
Got the cross there on your right pad. Just talk about your relationship with God and how it gets you through this season.
Yeah, growing up as a kid, my family, the church, like every Sunday is on.
You talked about this potentially being the most complete game your team has played all year. How much of that do you think comes from being back at home for the first time in a month and having, your fan base just not let your team take your foot off the gas?
Yeah, I think it means a lot. I think being home was a big deal, probably more than I knew.
Well, SMU's got a pretty favorable remaining schedule. Each of those three remaining teams can now motivate themselves by saying, we can ruin SMU season. Yeah. So they cannot take their foot off the gas. It was an excellent performance tonight. And I think a performance like this will motivate them even more because they know they're just one step closer to accomplishing what they've said they wanted to do from the summer, which is make it to Charlotte.
There were multiple times throughout the game where you guys pulled away and started to build a lead, and then Longwood answered. Ultimately, you guys did pull away. What can you say about your team's mental endurance throughout the game?
Well, Longwood played exceptionally well, especially in the front.
Coach Enfield said you guys have improved a lot from this point since the start of the season. How would you guys say you're progressing as you get into the thick of ACC play?
I feel like we've been progressing well.
Guys, how important is it for these players to have that foundation and the understanding of the offense for you guys to try and hit the ground running as soon as possible?
No, absolutely. Great question.
Can you give us a sense of what this means for SMU football to be back in a power conference?
Oh, absolutely. It means a lot. And SMU feels like they deserve to be here, going all the way back to the 80s when they had their success. And then, of course, the death penalty came and they got hit. And they've had to work their way back up to this moment.
First of all, happy birthday to your two boys. What does it mean for you to have built the sort of program and culture where your boys can be around the players and not only learn to be better football players, but also better men?
Yeah, it's cool. They're 14.
Dean, we'll see you down there this weekend, but I appreciate the time.
All right, thank you guys so much for having me on. Looking forward to it.